Okay, this is about personal rule set. Next, we'll coming to production rule sets. If you look at here, production rule sets. So what do you mean by production rule sets? If you look at here, beside production rule sets, so it has been written that customization. So meaning that customization of the rules allowed in production environment. Production environment means live environment. So in the live environment, you want to go for a customization. When you want to go for customization in live environment, so those rules you can create in production rule sets. Those rules you can create in production rule sets. Production rule sets are meant for customization of the rules in the live environment by different operators. Suppose if I am going to log in as a manager, if I log in as a manager is going to see a portal like this. So in this portal, he cannot access the roles for development purpose. Like suppose you want to modify a role like decision table, he cannot do it. Only developer can do it. Suppose my requirement is to update a decision table. Every day I want to update. This is a decision table which is going to deal with discount rates. So this is being updated every day. See, every day the business cannot come back to developers, and every day we cannot create a patch and move it to production, test it in different environments. That is not possible. So the situations like this, we need to go ahead and create such type of rules in production rule set and make sure that this production rule set is left unlocked in production environment. Suppose you have rules in rule set, you have created rules and you want to make it available for the business, but if you lock the rule set, LOCK, if you lock the rule set, what happens? Can anyone modify the rules in that? No one can modify. So that's why, so production rule sets are meant for holding the rules which can be customized in the production environment. Means you should be allowed, these rules should be allowed to be modified by anyone. So considering the fact that these are the rules which requires modifications in the live environment, this rule set we are going to leave it unlocked in production environment. Unlocked. We make sure that this is not being locked. Okay. So now you are not going to lock this particular rule set, whatever that you call here in the production rule set part. See, if a rule set is available here in the application rule sets which is left unlocked, and if a rule set is available here which is left unlocked, both have same features. There is no difference in the rule set which you call here or which you call here. It is just your understanding they have given the name of production rule sets because they want to differentiate it from the regular application rule sets. They have given it in the separate section here as production rule set. Other than that, suppose I do like this, I want to do like this. I create a role which is available in this rule set, and the version I will leave unlocked it in production, and I will make it available for the business. You are allowed. You are allowed to do that. There is nothing wrong in that also. But the problem is, so suppose I have one decision table which I want to give it for modification in the live environment. So I am going ahead with my development on that decision rule in this rule set. Okay. Similar to me, there will be other developers who will be working on the same version on different rules. Suppose for this release, I have around 40 rules which I want to move. So considering the fact that my rule is available unchecked, available for customization in production, I am not going to unlock this version and I will move the rule set to production. What happens? Along with my rule, other rules also left unlocked. So to avoid that situation, you are going to be provided with a different rule set. You are going to be provided with a different rule set or rule sets which are going to hold only those are unlocked rules. Those are meant for customization. So whenever you have such a requirement to leave the rule for customization in production, instead of creating here, I am going to create that rule in the rule set which I am going to call it. Okay, suppose in my business requirement I have only in my requirement I have 10 rules to modify. Out of these 10 rules, 9 rules are regular rules which I have created here and modified here, done. One rule is I have to left it for customization purpose. Then that rule I should not create here. Where should I create? I should create here in my production rule set. Okay, leave it. Remove this. Suppose I am going to make this available. Suppose here. Okay, just instead of creating a new rule set, I have shown you. So now go to operator profile. What is it? Admin. No. What is the rule set name? At IOBV vehicle. So look at here, personal rule set. These are the application rule sets and FW rule sets. So do you see anywhere in the profile it has been coming? No. So now this rule set will be executed in the production after the application rule sets and predefined rule sets. So now how the rule set hierarchy proceeds? So the rule set hierarchy is going to be proceeded from your application rule sets, and thereafter it is going to go to predefined rule sets. After that it will be executing the production rule sets. So this is how PRPC is going to take care of this particular rule set what you call here. You can call here leave it. I'm not going to disturb the existing. Okay, save this now. Okay, this is how your production rule set can be added. So generally, if you want to leave a rule for customization purpose for the business, you have to make sure that has been created in a unlocked rule set version, and that will be called in the production rule sets part section in the application rule form. So now how would I make this rule? Suppose you take a decision table here. I have a decision table. Where is it? Decision table. Okay, this decision table I want to give it for the customization of the business. Okay, for the business I want to give it for customization. They want to make some updates here. Okay, this has been checked in, done. It is there in version 01, 02, 01. When the business login, they will not see a developer portal. They will see either manager portal or user portal. Respective portals they will see. They don't have access to Designer Studio in such a way that they can open the rules, modify the rules, delete the rules. So this can be achieved. Modification of the rules. You can make the rules available for modification to the business by using a concept called rule delegation. Rule delegation. Rule delegation is the process which you are going to use in order to coordinate, make the rules available for the business users so that they can open the rule, modify the rule, check out the rule, modify the rule and customize it. I'll show you now. Look at here. If you want to go with delegation process, you need to open the rule. A developer can delegate a rule. Okay. So the delegation can be done to an access group. To an access group. What do you mean by access group? So under an access group, you will have n number of operators. So n number of operators, those who belongs to specific access group or to an individual operator. You can delegate a rule to an individual operator or to an access group. So look at here, what is the name of this agency details table? I am going to delegate this rule from the action drop down to complete access group of managers of IOBB application. Title is update agencies. Description, if you want to give the description, otherwise leave it. I am going to delegate this. Now this rule has been delegated. So let me log off and log in back. So it is going to be it has been delegated for managers. So now I am going to log into PRPC as a manager. Manager at the rate IOBV, password is rules. So if you look at the manager portal now, previously we have dashboard, my work, last name, all this. and configuration was not there. Before you delegate, after you delegate, you just observe the portal. This was not there. Now delegated rules will be available from the configuration navigation. So update agency is available here. I have given this name. Description I have given update agencies. And click on this edit icon. Title I have given update agency. Click on this edit button here. When you click on edit button, it will display decision table. Now they can check out. They will have to modify it. They will have to modify it and then save. So now apart from this, what they should do, they have to make sure to check in this. So what if they do not check in? This will not be available to all other managers. Only the operator who modified it, only for him it will be available. So they will be having certain document to do this process from there end. They will make sure that they are going to check out, modify, check in, and before they modify, what is that, they will take a screenshot and all. What was the original? There will be a certain process document defined for and given for the respect to team. Okay, now see, I have updated it here. So now I am going to come back to my developer portal. What happened now? I can see it updated here because it is the same environment. Different environment means development environment will not be updated. In the production, just I want to show you whether it has updated or not through the developer portal. So now like this, you can make the rules available for customization in the production by the process of rule delegation, and make sure these rules must be created in a separate rule set that you are going to call here under the production rule sets. There is no problem if you call here or here, it doesn't matter. But the only thing is, only these rules I want to separate it in the hierarchy to make those rules available under the production rule sets. Look at here, even my rule set is here. I should be able to delegate and work on it normal way. There's no difference, but it is the categorization. It is how you are going to structure your rule sets based on the rules. So now what is happening when you delegate a rule? What happens in the background exactly? Okay, so look at here, the rule which I have delegated is agency details. You need to go to system user my rules. This is the class. For this class there will be a table. So delegated rules will be available in this table. Okay, let me go to the instances of this. I'm sorry, I'll click on this instances. Now I have a delegated rules based on my access group. Admin, sorry, what is that? IOBB managers is there. Open this IOB. So there is an entry made for this table. So whenever you delegate a role, that is going to sit in the background into a table called system user my rules. This is the table class. Okay, you want to know the exact name of the table, you can go to definition, PRSys user. This is the table, and here system user my rules. So all delegated roles are the instances of system user my rules. Now if you look at here, open this managers, see this is not the only rule. Like this I can delegate n number of rules for same access group, right? If you click on this entry, then it is going to open all the delegated rule entries, 1 2 3 4 and so on. Okay, this is clear. Another rule, if I am going to delegate, if it is going to make another entry here. Okay, like this it is going to. Activities you cannot delegate. Decision rules like this, few other rules you can delegate, but not activities. Now look at here. Other than this, let me delete these entries. So now the rule which you have delegated is this one. With this is been available with pz ins key. This is the pz ins key of rule. Correct or not? Correct or not? Is this the pz ins key of decision table? So delegated rule in the work in the respect to rule in the respect to class, respect to rule class. This is the instance. This is the pz key. That pz key has been made an entry as a foreign key, considered as a foreign key here in this table. Okay, so now look at here at the runtime, whenever it is going to fetch the rule, so always your delegated rule will be fetched. Suppose today I have delegated my rule, tomorrow I made some changes, again delegated, it will create new version 010101 delegated. After few days 010105 is delegated. Which one will be picked? 01 5. Okay, now my requirement is, my development is like this: 010101 delegated, done. 010105 is available, which is not delegated. Manager will log in, he will go to delegated rules and he is trying to open. Which rule will be opened? See, here you need to see, observe. Okay, let me go ahead and open the decision table again. What is that? IOBV, right? IOBV. So here you go with I would have okay, look at here and decision table. Here you go with delegate for an access group. Okay, whatever it is. So here at the time when you have delegated this rule, so this has been delegated simply, and you can go to version 1, previous version, it's not only one, so it's version 1. I want to delegate it now. So is it asking for any specific versioning and all? It will not ask. Now if you go back to delegated rules, here you have a checkbox. What is that? Okay, I mouse over onto it. What do you see the text here? And tell me, do not use rule resolution. Open specific version. Do not use rule resolution. What does this mean? What is the meaning of not using rule resolution? It will not consider rule resolution, but what is the exact meaning of that not considering rule resolution process? In a rule resolution, if you have a rule in version 1 and version 5, which one will be picked? 5. If I check this checkbox, which one will be picked? Irrespective of versioning, the version which has been delegated will be picked. I have delegated version 1, on top of it I have created 5, always 5 should be picked. But here PRPC, when you select this checkbox, PRPC always picks the version which you have delegated, which will disobey the rule resolution process when you select this checkbox. You need to remember this. This video will be available to you. Watch it again and again. And while practicing, you practice it the way what we are discussing. Once you do it practically, then you will get to know. It's very easy to do a test case. Prepare a test case on this and run it. Okay. This is clear? Version 6, 7 also created. It will pick only this. If there is? This will not obey the rule resolution. Right? So if we create two rules, version 6 and 7, but this will be picked. Even though you create higher version, you're going to modify it and all. So PRPC will not consider the rule resolution process. It will always pick the version which you have delegated. This is clear? Okay. So that's about rule delegation process. So just to give you a brief, just summarize it. In a rule delegation process, you are going to make the rule available for customization in production environment for the business users. You can be a user, manager, or any role. So those rules which you want to delegate can be delegated to a specific operator or to a manager. So whenever you delegate a role to specific operator to an access group. So whenever you delegate a rule, make sure that the delegated rule will be moved to delegated production rule set versions. The production rule sets you will call in the application rule form under the section of production rule sets. So now these delegated rules will be available to access from the manager portal under configuration navigation menu. Okay, configuration navigation menu. This will be available. They can edit it and then they can. So now delegated rules can be created in unlocked rule set versions. Right? Now, how do you move this rule into production environment? See, if a rule set is unlocked, can you patch it? Is it possible? Can you create a package of it? We have already seen that. Here we go. So how would you move if a rule set is unlocked or left in? You want to move this rule to production environment, you have to package it. If you open the product rule, if at all you have any unlocked rule set versions, unlocked rule something is there, unlocked rule set versions, it is going to display a message which I have already shown you. So let me go to records, sysadmin, what is that, product rule. So in the product rule, if you want to go ahead and package it, okay, let me go ahead and package it, create a product rule. Hang on, create a product rule. So it is going to display a message. Okay, this is not part of this one. 010 to 01. Okay, so it is going to display a message. There are some of the rule set versions which are unlocked, left unlocked. So if you unlock a rule set version which cannot be packaged. Now to avoid that conflict, whenever you are including your production rule set something which is unlocked, you need to select this checkbox, allow unlocked rule set versions. If you select this checkbox and save this and create a product rule, what happens now? It will not display that message of errors and all. Even though the rule set has been unlocked, that will be considered taken into packaging. Okay, so that is the process of taking the production rule sets into package. You must make sure to select the checkbox of allow unlocked rule set versions. This is clear. This is the complete details about rule delegation process.